In this episode, we're catching up on all the hobby goodness that we've been doing so far.
Welcome to Trident Wargaming, a podcast dedicated to all aspects of tabletop wargaming. Your hosts are Bill and Andy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Trident Wargaming. This is episode 20, The Hobby Heresy. I am your host, Bill.
And I'm Andy.
Jumping right into it, we are actually going to be talking about our 350 follower giveaway on Instagram, which was, we did the draw about, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, very nice. It was, we're giving away Ravener Returned, the limited edition book that came out not too long ago.
Yes, sir. Which was pretty sweet, considering the guy who ended up actually winning it never wins anything, he was saying. So fifth Godsmoke on Instagram was our winner, which was pretty sweet.
Yay!
Yeah, congrats. So that's always nice, be able to hold the giveaways and have people share their reactions for winning, which was always positive. So
oh yeah, everybody likes something for free, right?
Of course.
So giveaways are awesome. They help out in with communities, and they help us as well. So keep on watching, keep on listening, and checking out the Instagrams and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. Yep. That was our first giveaway that we did. And I'm sure there'll be more later down the road, but
for sure.
Yeah, it's always good to see, right? Like you said, when you get that response from somebody, just you can tell they appreciate it. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
So thanks to everybody else who has followed our Instagram and whatnot, and are listening to our podcast and stuff. So keep on tuning in, keep on sending us comments and whatnot. It's great. We love it, and we like to see more of it.
Very true. Yeah, it's a big kudos for all the engagement the last little bit. So,
oh yeah.
I guess if you've been keeping up on the page, the Facebook page, and the Instagram page, you've been seeing a lot of our completed 30K pledges. June 1st marked the end of our 2-month pledge. And I gotta say, those pledges turned out to be so good. Like they really did, man. We made it right on the button. Well, I know I did. I was painting to quite late a couple nights, trying to really get under the wire. But the giveaway and pledge system that we had going on was for our local 30K community, and it was really successful. We had, I think it was, I want to say, a total of 6 guys, not including us, that were all jumping in and showing pictures of progress. We were meeting up on Sunday night and having the Sunday night paint chat, and
yep.
It was pretty good, actually. A lot of engagement, a lot of pictures. It definitely seemed like it was a big success and worth it. Like I'm staring back at my wall. I've got 15 Assault Marines, 5 Saturnine Terminators, and 2 of my characters all done up and looking pretty legit, quite heretical. So.
Damn word bearers.
Everybody's favorite legion. Yeah. Darren, if you're listening, that one, I know you like them.
No, it's true. It's true what you said there with the communities and whatnot. Like everybody jumping in. Like it was great that one of our guys in the community there, Steven, he kind of ended up poking at us and stuff for just jumping on Discord, and we were sharing our screens, like sharing our painting with each other, so we all were able to see what we were working. And we're doing it for an hour or so, and we just had a great time, and a few more people joined in, so that was awesome. That's great community building as well.
Oh, definitely.
it shows a little bit of dedication and whatnot. And then everybody kind of jumped in and got some stuff done, which was great, and somebody got the prize, like you said. But just in my experience as well, like doing the white scars, I'm quite surprised that I've actually ended up getting it done way before the deadline.
Yeah.
And just with taping everything off and the markings and then also trying out the streak and grime for the first time, which was a little scary, especially with doing the white on the on the white scars, right? So there's two things right there, and then also just trying something a little different on my bases, but also a little similar to what I did with my Ultramarines, and that's of course using a majority of cork, but all three things turned out really great and just kind of bumped me up another level for having that experience and knowledge of using these different techniques and things, right? So super awesome experience. I'm so happy that we both got our stuff done, and that other guys did too, right? So it's pretty neat to see what guys are coming out with and what guys are working on. I mean, what did we have? We had some Imperial militia or Imperial Army.
Yeah.
And Blood Angels.
We had some Blood Angels in there. Raven Guard were in there.
Yeah,
we had some what were the Dark Angels? Yeah, and some Custodes as well.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
And
trying to think. Oh, it's the Titanicus models as well.
That's right. So that was pretty cool. And for the guys who didn't get it done, they're in that process, right? They're working on their stuff and they're continuing on working on their stuff, so they'll have their stuff done, fairly shortly, right?
That's right.
So,
we're looking at you, Brady and Norman. We're looking at you.
So it's great. It's been quite successful beginning of the year, I guess, into mid-year with our painting little pledges. And I mean, we've done it for all different systems, as you guys may have heard if you've listened to past podcasts.
Yep.
And stuff, or if you're involved in some of them. So it's really, and I can't wait till the end of the year almost when we kind of do a recap.
Yeah, there would definitely be a video of our year in review that we're going to be posting, and just all the different pledges that we've gotten done for the different systems throughout the year, all the different units, right? Like it's really surprising how much we've already gotten done just with, being midway.
Yep. And there's going to be a lot more coming down the pipe, which is awesome.
Yep.
And the cool thing is even though over the last 2 months you've seen a lot of our Heresy stuff kind of getting out there, we still have the other games that we've worked on and are working on.
Yep.
Plus other stuff, right? I know you've had a couple of guys asking about how you did your red on your word bearers.
Oh yes, yes.
So
there will be a video coming.
There you go. Right.
Most definitely.
We got that. We got. I got some other unboxing videos coming out as well. Just taking a little time to get those done. Plus our regular podcasts and jumping from different systems, and maybe even looking at some ones that we're currently trying to get into. Even with our where we are, we might be able to start playing again here shortly. So
that is right. Yeah,
I'm very excited for that. I know the whole community is just they're at the gates ready to just go.
Everybody's gearing up for gaming. So
yeah. you know, all the new chat groups going up. Are you ready for gaming? You know.
Oh yeah.
So it's awesome. It's great. The hype's starting to get picked up, and you can see the gear, that rusted gear is starting to turn. You know, it's just starting to turn. It's ready to get going again. You know. So, but yeah, again, so far it's been great. Lots of stuff painted, different techniques. You know.
Yeah.
I know Bill's having a good time with it. I'm having a fun time, and our friends and members are enjoying a lot of it too, right?
The nice thing is, it's surprisingly, I guess, shocking how beneficial something as small as the pledge can be, regarding to just how it actually sparks and ignites kind of that passion on the page. Because I think, personally, over the last little bit with, you know, COVID and everything, I think some of the gaming front has slowed down a little bit.
100%.
For a lot of people, right? Like, it's easier to, you know, jump on the Xbox, PC, you know, PlayStation, although, let's be real, PC is number one. And, and you know, but it's easier just to jump on there and play games with your buddies, or even TTS if you're into that, to kind of scratch the itch the best you can. It's just, yeah, when you get that kind of, you know, passion igniting again, and then you're hearing of, you know, everything's starting to transition to less restrictions. It's the excitement that's out there, the build up, and like Andy mentioned, like this wave of hype that's happening. It's gonna be really good.
For sure. Well, it's just like I was messaging you earlier today about, you know, talking about another Legion for Horus Heresy, right? And
Yeah.
it's just like, you know, you're getting ready. Like, oh my god, I want to do them, right? We're going to be able to play. We're getting ready for this. We're getting ready for that. You know, and just a lot of guys, like we know a lot of guys who have been still busy with the hobby, but they're getting stuff painted, they're getting stuff done, or they're building. You know, and there's a lot of questions coming out as well, and about systems, because a lot of guys that we know are actually jumping into a lot of different systems now as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've got all this time on their hands now, they start getting intrigued by what else is out there. So I know myself, and I know Bill has jumped into a couple of their systems too. So once we get rolling those dice, you know, it's game time.
It's get
in the game.
I've been a hobby whore, I won't lie. It's I've been going into a lot of different ones, and you know, if you've been checking out my Instagram at all, and you've seen posts of the BattleTech, even though I said I wasn't going to jump in, and here I am, you know, painting some clan colors on my models. It's
I may have been
here
an
we are
influencer in that.
Yeah, well, I blame Andy and Phil and Brady and oh my. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good, even though he is a clanner. But
well,
yeah, it'll be
real.
fun. It'll be fun. It's a good game. It'll be fun though, and the nice thing is, like, the gaming group, the guys that you can play with, is growing, and then like they also cross over to other systems that we play as well.
Yeah.
So
a lot of them are Inner Sphere sympathizers, which is distressing, but we'll bring them. Yeah, we'll bring them into compliance soon enough.
No, it'll be good. It'll be good. And it's nice to see too that you know, people are kind of already picking their own, you know, forces, right?
Yeah.
So it's good. That's really good.
Actually, does kind of slide us into what our next topic is for the podcast, and it's our plans for like the next 2 months. You know, with it being summertime for all intents and purposes, it's hard to really buckle down to one thing. It's with the weather being so nice, I wanted to kind of take not a break on pledging, but take a break and focus on the overlooked things like terrain.
Yeah.
Try and give 2 solid months on working on terrain and getting models built that very much so need to be built for just a variety of systems. So
that's true. Very true. Like I mean, I know I don't have as much as terrain as Bill does, but I do have specific terrain for like bolt action, which I need to get ready because it's been sitting there for a few months, and working on MDF terrain is a little bit time consuming.
Yep.
And especially considering I've had plans for the last little bit to start making these tables for like a Stalingrad battle. So like I have the terrain, I just need to get it going. So definitely in these next 2 months, I'll be working on that kind of stuff, getting that built and even showcasing and even showing some of the kits that come from the companies that I buy stuff from. Just showing them off and for unboxing videos as well. Just do a few here and there, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that kind of stuff. But terrain. We also have continue working on our Heresy stuff as well.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And lots of list building and tinkering, and hopefully, like I said, soon enough, gaming. Other than that, it's there's a lot of I have a lot of different games which aren't as big as you don't need a mass amount of models 40k or Horus Heresy or even Bolt Action for that matter. But some smaller skirmish kind of games, Marvel Crisis Protocol is one of them kind of thing, which that'll be fun to get into eventually. But you're only painting up a couple of heroes and you're good, right? So BattleTech, again, I got Clan Wolf being painted up, and hopefully I'll have those to show here in the next few days. But terrain I think is definitely on top of the list for the next 2 months for sure.
Yeah.
But we tend to we do jump around a lot.
We do.
But we always have that mindset of, okay, this is priority. Let's get that done kind of thing. So, and then,
well, that's the biggest thing. It's progress is progress, right?
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with piles of shame or storage units of shame for some, it's it's always good to just chip away at it every day, and you will start to actually get through a lot. I know big focus, being with Heresy being able to get played. There's some events creeping up for it, which is actually kind of nice. One of the online guys was reaching out to us and wanted us to jump in and check out some of the events. He's over down in Florida, and Mr. Robert Black, who was happy enough to invite us out, but unfortunately we weren't able to come down this round. I know he's got Heresy Heroes Dudes Looking for Dudes, which is going to be happening on the July 17th. Should be pretty good. Pretty much he was going through it, kind of just letting me know what to expect. There's going to be some Apocalypse, Zone Mortalis, Adeptus Titanicus, normal games, Centurion games, city fight games, a lot of different ways to enjoy the Horus Heresy, which is really cool to hear, because I know even locally we're looking at doing the same thing, trying to engage in all these different the multifacets of Horus Heresy, right? Be it Titanicus or APOC, Centurion, Zone, everything, which is always nice to jump in. So if you're definitely looking to get some sweet gaming in, check out the event there. in July, because I don't think you'll be disappointed for sure.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool once when you get reached out to. Like when I seen that message come in, I was like, oh wow, I didn't even know there was an event happening there. But
yeah,
cool, that's awesome, right? I'd like to see your scars there, but fortunately we couldn't. But speaking of like events and whatnot, maybe happening locally here.
mm-hmm.
A little early to tell exactly, but I'm sure come the future of our gaming, we'll have some cool events happening locally, and
Oh yes,
even if it's just game days or something like that, you know what I mean? Get the rust off, knock the rust off, and get guys playing and just having fun again. And then I know myself, eventually later down in this year, I'll probably be working on a little project for a local community of ours here. Actually, a couple projects, but I'm definitely kind of looking at, and Bill has talked with me about this too, kind of on the same page about it, but maybe possibly a campaign, for a couple of the different systems. Just so guys, if they start playing, that we have a bit more fun with it and get guys hyped up and have a little story to tell, kind of thing, right? So,
yep.
And if any of you guys, know any of the work that I've done in the past for like the digital stuff, I like doing a lot of that and kind of showing you guys just different maps and this and that, having a web page for it. So it'd be pretty cool to start doing that again, tinkering with that.
For sure.
It's all about the community, right? It's all about the players and just having them incorporate. It's always nice to have when you have events or stuff like that, the interaction from your player base, right? If you can incorporate that, it makes it just a whole lot better. So that'll be one of my goals later in the next few months, I'd say.
Yep.
But
it's definitely on the docket.
Oh yeah. But I mean, like, besides that kind of stuff, man, we got so many armies to like tinker with and build and try out.
For sure.
Even a couple of local guys are just itching.
Yeah.
Just itching,
I know it will be nice once everything clears up, because even doing some of the smaller, like 10 or 12 man Centurion style events, which was kind of the, I guess, backing factor for that, Heresy pledge, and for wanting to get a decent amount of infantry done. It's just so we can start, kind of participating in those 30k crusades, the stealing of Barteth that Mr. Andrew Hollis was putting on with the Australian 30k crew, because ended up picking up one of the campaign packages that he was selling at the time, and some cool little missions in there, and awesome little swag to split with the boys. And then like, just with COVID, I got everything in the mail and I was like, oh, this looks so good. I'd really wish we could play. So I know as soon as it happens, we're gonna be jumping in and starting to hopefully sway the battle a little bit here and there on some of the points. So should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'll be awesome to do. And it's that kind of thing I'm talking about, right? Like,
yeah,
just having that interaction in a campaign or with players, and just right now getting back to it, it's going to be a blast. And I hope you guys out there too, if you guys are already playing, you're one step ahead of us, but I hope you guys are having tons of fun doing it. We know there's going to be lots of events happening and whatnot. I know the last episode there, I talked with John Russell from Warlord Games, and he had like events already all lined up. Stuff was already happening. So guys are playing. You know, it's cool to hear that back up and running.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think this year and next for sure are going to be. I know we've said it before, but I really think they're going to be the years of gaming.
oh yeah,
I think it's going to be like a whole new world with as much. I guess I can't think of the best word. How much, I guess, just like energy and, you know, positivity, emotion is going to be just flying into the hobby because everyone gets to play again. And we've been missing that social aspect.
exactly. And that's just it. You got to think of it this way. Like, I'm going to be going out playing with my buddies. And then probably after that, we're probably going to go for a brew.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to say, damn, I miss this.
Yeah.
Right? Like, each and every one of us is going to be thinking that same thing, right? And it's going to be like, what are you doing next weekend? Playing games? Yes! You know, like, it's going to be hardcore. It's going to be like, I don't know, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, when we're like, you want to meet at the store? Saturday? Yeah. 12? Yeah. Breakfast? Okay, do it.
Yeah.
Right? You know, and it's going to be right back out there again. And it's just going to be, the nice thing is it's going to be so exciting again because, you know, a little bit of rust. We're all going to be starting again kind of thing, but
Definitely.
we all still know how to play the game or games, but we're going to definitely appreciate it more. Right? So, guys coming out to play, they're going to appreciate it more. I think it's going to probably change a little bit of the mentality of the gaming scene. Right? You know, you're not really wanting to go out and be total dink and just go to play and you know, socially not being too nice to the other player kind of thing.
Yeah, well,
When
there were some salty dudes out there.
Yeah,
There
when
really
you haven't
was.
played in forever, right? So, but I am definitely looking forward to it. I know you're looking forward to it. Oh, everybody's looking forward to it. What can I say, right?
Yeah.
You know, so the quicker we get at it, oh boy,
Yeah.
glorious battles and tales of honor that you can give out at the local pub or whatever, or at the buddy's place or barbecue. Oh, the barbecues.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome too, you know. But it'll be good. It'll be good to be out and playing, and super excited about that. Obviously, we're trying to get armies ready, so it's going to be nice to go out there and everybody's going to be like, "Oh, I brought my new army, sweet." You know?
Yeah.
So great in that aspect. As for like, you know, different games and learning or even like building armies, like I know you're for bolt action you got your Marines or your US Army,
Yep.
you know, so that's going to be a whole new thing for you.
It definitely will, and I am looking forward to getting some games, and I'm going to try and get everything kind of base sprayed that army green and that olive drab, and then you know, do some details and get everything up to snuff, because I'm pretty happy with the army and a lot of the plastic conversions with it. So once I can actually start, you know, putting the knowledge gleaned from some of the previous podcasts to tabletop, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, for sure. I can't wait to see you and Brady play. Both new players for bolt action.
Yeah.
Excellent. It'll be training grounds for your US forces.
Yes, it will.
So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And then, of course, with, you know, us and our other friends playing different legions for Horus Heresy, that's going to be all new.
Yeah.
Right? And plus, we have other players that are getting into it too now. So That'll be fun and exciting to play and learn and teach and experiment and all that stuff.
It'll definitely be a change of pace because there's a lot of guys rocking out new legions, so there's a lot of kind of learning the ropes and getting everything kind of sorted and figured out how you actually want to play your army. And I actually recently finished listening to the first Heretic because I was looking for a little inspiration on how I wanted to build my force, and I'll start listening to a few No Fear and Kelth novels just to get it all well rounded and really kind of pump me up for getting these word bearers finished off.
Yes, I'm gonna have to adjust or add to my Ultramarines, I believe, when we start having those grudge matches.
Oh yeah.
So there'll be more boys in blue.
That's good. I need
on the painting docket as well.
I need material for the pyres.
Hey now. That's good stuff. And then we also have 40K has been a sleeper so far.
It has. Don't worry, we still like 40K. We still want to play 40K. I'm still buying shit for 40K. It's just we're getting there for real.
Speaking of buying for 40K, because we ended up splitting that box set with the Dark
Piety and Pain.
That's the one. Piety and Pain. So those are 2 new armies for us.
Yeah.
Which are pretty cool. I still have my Necrons. Bill still has his Space Marine chapter there. The Executioners.
Yep.
Right. Of course, we have our Chaos. We both have. Well, I have Demons. Bill has Chaos Marines. But we haven't played it in such a long time, and things have changed so much. So that'll be super interesting to see how that goes when we start playing that as well.
Yeah, that will be on the docket. I know it'll happen eventually. Just the summer looks bright for gaming. It really does.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a ton of stuff. The one thing that we really wanted to mention was gearing up. As we are kind of hyped for Heresy and for 30K and all the good stuff coming out with it. We're actually going to be doing a new podcast series, which is going to be pretty much like the 30K theoretical, but we're actually going to be going through everything. Go through everything, starting with the HQs, and we work our way through all the different choices you can have, common loadouts, realistically, common loadouts, the functions that they're actually good for, what game types, starting with HQs are actually, really good for, how effective these units are. And it'll be with a few of the other experienced guys that we've been gaming with for the last 8 years to really get as much info on the table as possible for like veteran and new players alike. I think there will be something for everybody just to kind of go through. It's always nice to have kind of like a little bit of a structured roadmap that you can look at, right, and refer to and help give you some ideas, especially I know for a new player.
Oh, for sure. And it's, the thing that's going to be great about this too is, we'll all have kind of different and similar views on these units and their capabilities and how, and how we would apply them to our forces and stuff. So it'll be great. And who knows, we may be, we might be getting questions about this and that we can always answer down the road and whatnot, right? So,
definitely,
it'll be good because you'll start to see just kind of thought process behind, how I build this unit or how I use them, or what I think their role may be. And you know what? Well, there's gonna be times where we won't agree with each other on it, but that's the whole, awesome part about it is that's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
Just different things, different ideas, just different everything. So
Well, it's the beauty of the different play styles too. Out of the four, like even out of all the people, not many people actually play similarly. Everyone has a very different tactic. Like some guys are really aggressive, some are defensive, some kind of dance around. I know I've had people curse my name a lot because I prefer not to get my hands dirty in 30K. I'll cheap you out, kite you around, and shoot you down before I come in and put the boots to you. So
Bill doesn't like hugs.
No. So it's just there's so much to share and so much to go through. And again, we'll be going through all the newer units that aren't just in there. I know there's a whack on Battle Scribe, and I'm referring to the Book 8, Book 9 stuff, and go through everything, right? Just to make sure, and as we progress, we'll go through elites and then troops, fast attack, heavy supports, everything. And we'll go through everything to make sure that the episodes are clearly marked, lots of timestamps for you guys. And then again, like Monty mentioned here, we will have time where we can go through the questions that people had from a previous episode, maybe right in the beginning, and kind of address those. See what people think,
sure.
Right?
That's a great idea.
And this is just the beginning, because after we go through all the units, right, we can really start to see where the synergy part in list building comes from. And I know we've talked in the past about having a kind of not a list building workshop, but a podcast of more in depth how we actually go into building our lists, and if there are restrictions, how you can build lists that can still fit the confines of that. There's a lot of stuff happening. So I know
for sure
with with the announcement of LVO next year and some info slowly starting to roll out for that, I know there's been a little bit of a buzz online and on the social platforms, which is cool to see. It'll definitely be a nice change to go down as a player and simply just play.
Yeah.
So,
play and share those war stories with the buddies and the guys that you made friends with down there from years before, right?
Yep.
It's nice that will happen, and then of course there's going to be different people there too. So
it will be fun. We'll be going into that a little bit more in depth later on, and that'll be a pretty good episode, I think. Might be some brews involved and just general shenanigans, but
definitely
more on that later.
We talked on it. Yeah, exactly. More brews. That'll be good. But yeah, no, we pretty much going to be, I gotta say, pretty busy for the rest of the year. For sure. Hobby and gaming wise, for sure.
Yeah, I foresee it. I know once we get through kind of the summer part and it starts to, gear up for fall and winter time again, I know there will be quite the roadmap ahead. Because the biggest thing is I really want to make some solid progress on my my hobby goals from during the new year. There was a time I got nominated. I can't remember who nominated me back in the day. It was on Instagram for us, those little story highlights and stuff. But it was basically go through and make your hobby pledges for the year, your New Year's resolution for hobby wise, and really kind of get through it. And pretty sweet though. I am looking forward to getting a lot done. There's There's so much. there really is, man.
And there's always more coming.
Yeah, it's just like, oh man, here we go, right? Like, there is a ton. There is a ton.
Well, it's between, like for goals or for things I want to accomplish by the end of this year. I'm hoping for sure to have. I know for sure I'm going to have one army completely done.
Yeah.
For LVO. But in terms like, and I'm almost there actually. Having probably about 2 to 3 forces done, like completely done, and 2 out of 3 of those I think are actually almost there. I might need, like, I think for my Star Wars Legion Empire army is maybe 1 squad of stormtroopers,
Yep.
And then my Eastern Front Winter Germans for bolt action. I got the majority of them done, but I have to add some armor and some special units and maybe some more infantry to it. So they're very close, which is awesome. And then, of course, the big one will be for the army I decide to go with to any events that are coming up. So definitely have it done. Try to have it done, by December, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, there we go. I ended up finding that thing. I was actually nominated by the Iron Within on Instagram, who, by the way,
how fitting,
has a fantastic page with some awesome conversions and paint jobs. So I'll make sure I throw a link on the description for his page because it's well worth a look. But some of my pledges for the year were to finish building and painting my Word Bearers 30k army, which excellent. That's in progress right now. And
nice.
Finish painting my 2k list for my executioners, which is well on the way, which is nice. Get my Zone Mortalis board and my Necromunda gang painted. Well, the board is primed and base colored, and the gang is done. So that's always nice as well. And then it was, getting my Adeptus Titanicus Legio all painted up and getting a table's worth of terrain done, which we're almost there too. So it so far, you know what, halfway through the year, I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Oh, that's awesome. Great. And that's good to have those goals, right? So I'm more kind of, freestyling myself, but it's always good to bounce those, challenges and whatnot with your buddies, just to kind of keep you in check too, right?
That's totally it. It's keeping each other honest and accountable.
And the great way about, like, we've been doing it, and we've said it before, and like these challenges, like an event or a tournament, those are the things that kind of get you actually motivated to, okay, you know what? I actually got to work on this because I have this deadline, right? So for me, that works quite well.
Yeah, it works well for me as well, but I procrastinate a lot of the time. So, it's like, wow, I've got 16 days to paint 16 guys, no problem. And then it's like, oh, I've actually got 10 days to paint 16 guys. I better actually start. Because, I don't know. I do my best work when I'm under the wire, which is not a good way to roll, but it's just somehow just the way I function. So,
well, you got her done though. I mean, those fancy Terminators you got done there.
Yeah, I definitely will thank and shout out again at Tortuga Bay Studios, because man, you guys are just killing it with these Terminators and just the other models. They just released a sneak peek for True Scale MK5 today.
Oh boy.
And if you're not familiar with any of their releases, go check them out on Instagram. Again, there will be a link But yeah, true scale MK2 to MK5 now of standing and running legs. And then they also have some of those dirty Dark Angel robe bodies and a whole bunch of they call them like fallen Star Lords or fallen Knights that are very Dark Angel themed. Which actually there'll be some pictures coming up soon.
Nice.
Of the one Fallen Lord. So it just there's so much stuff on that page to check out, and I've ordered from them twice, and again, both times models were awesome. Everything looks really, really good. No issues at all. Like, and the molds are very crisp, very nice. So definitely pumped to bring them on the board.
Yeah, I know with on the bolt action front, there's been a whole bunch of new kits that have been coming out. So excited to see those on the board. I know I have a few of them myself. And just the grapevine, it sounds like there's going to be even more coming down the pipe, bolt action. So some new plastic kits and whatnot. So that'll be exciting too. And just to touch, back onto how we were talking about terrain. Is that Terrain Tutor? You guys have probably seen his videos and stuff.
Yeah.
He's done a D-Day landing board, and it's been going through my head as one of those boards I would love to do, because I have the material for it. It's just the time, right? So
in the book, that Terrain Tutor book, they have like examples of how to do the waves with the beach and the coast.
Oh, nice.
So just
pretty good.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out.
Definitely. But it's just stuff like that, right? And I'm not going to go too much detail with that, but I'll do it on the Bolt Action podcast. But I am looking forward to playing around with that kind of stuff for sure. Getting custom terrain done, because we have a lot of kits.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I should say you have a lot of kits. I should say, but having stuff that is actually custom made sometimes is like some of the best terrain out there. And I can't wait to see it on the board. I can't wait to start working on it too, and just see what I can do. So that'll be a goal for the year. See what I can get done.
Definitely. I am pretty. I'm pumped to see how things go. I'm really excited to kind of kick things off. So I know when I got my Diabolist all painted up with those Saturnine terms, I sent some pictures to Mark Lewis Spark, who, if you don't know, he's the creator of the Death of Hope series on YouTube, and showing him, some pictures. I've been throwing picture spam at him for my word bearers for a while, because Death of Hope really inspired me to want to build that army. That's what you kind of based. Yeah, between the books, that video, and wanting just having a hate on for Kelth and wanting to watch it burn. So I've been sending him a lot of these pictures, and I was like, can't wait to throw these on the board. It's gonna be sweet. He's like, oh man, that is killer. So he was pretty pumped about seeing some of the pictures I've been sending him, and he said, just keep a lookout for part 2, because it's gonna kick things off even higher. And I was like, say what? Part 2? And that was it. He's like, said too much. I was like, whoa. So we'll see. I'm excited, right? Like, I'd really like to see the progression. So
yeah, for sure. That's awesome to hear.
But that's basically kind of it for this particular episode. It was a Hobby Heresy episode, just to kind of, and just general gaming, to show what we have going on, everything else, the big plans for the year, anyways. Keep up. So, but yeah, keep an eye out for the new 30K theoretical. Keep an eye out for some of our the next few Heresy episodes. There's going to be a lot more meat and potatoes for you guys to dig into.
And I know with Bolt Action, we'll be kind of talking with a couple of the community guys and just seeing where they're at and breaking down some of the armies and possibly going through some of the actual campaign books that they've released in the past and also in the future. So it'll be good. We'll have some fun with that, right? You know, it's definitely a different game compared to Heresy, but it's always good to have those guys you play with on their chit-chatting about it.
Yeah.
You know, what the plans are for upcoming stuff, events,
yeah,
ideas, and, you know.
Definitely.
Back to boot camp kind of thing, you know.
Well, that's about it for this episode. So like we always say, guys and girls out there, build it, paint it, play it, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for listening.